Hi, I'm Galaxy Starcraft, casting a game here in Starcraft 2 on Xel'naga Caverns. We have two Korean players for you today. One, Terran, he is um, tree tree hangman, because that kind of looks like a tree hangman. So we'll call him Tree. Actually, that's kind of insulting if that wasn't his name. We'll just call him Terran versus NexSickness, the Protoss in the upper right. And okay, now I need to rant before we get this cast going. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. I haven't cast many pro SE2 games lately, and there's actually a reason for that. The reason is because I've been busy moving, I've been busy trying to find a job, and I've just kind of lost interest in doing that because I was doing that and not playing the game. So, but I'm playing the game more now, so I feel like feel comfortable. I can just do this casually for fun. Alright, so I'm looking forward to a good game here. And nice standard Chrono Boost on the Nexus. Looks like by the amount of probes he's queued up, the Protoss is going for a 13 gateway. Two SCVs coming off the line, one to repair, sorry, one to build, and one to ward away this probe. This probe has full health at the moment. Gas going down. We should see an orbital command coming fairly soon. And this probe is going to want to get out of there if he can. He's seen the one gas. Meanwhile, the gateway has gone down as anticipated. We should see an assimilator any moment. Oh, what? Unusual by the Protoss building a pylon before assimilator, so he might be going for an early expansion. That's not usually what you do. Usually you build your gateway, assimilator, and then second pylon when that assimilator is about done. It looks like this probe is just playing ring around the rosy, and not a whole lot going on. Ooh, look at that. Pylon into double assimilator. So, okay, this to me screams out Void Ray, Dark Templar. I can't really think of anything else. Probably one or the other. Looks like that probe finally did go down. This SAV needs to get back to mining. Yes, it does. So, I've been playing lots of StarCraft 2 lately. Yes, indeed. Mixing it up from 4-gate just to warm up. Like, 4-gate to me is breakfast. I'll do 4-gate for, like, breakfast. And then I'll play some real games where I'm, doing my own little strategy here and there. And I've been having a good time doing that. But mostly, actually, I've been moving lately. So I'm in Toronto now. Oh my gosh, hold on, I have to interrupt myself. Ghost Academy? Oh no. Reaper followed by Ghost Academy. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess it could work. I mean, I'm not saying that this is definitely going to lose, but we'll just have to see. I don't have a lot of experience. I've seen it before, and every time I've seen it, at least in the GSL, this is done in the GSL, yes, I've seen them lose, so we'll just have to see. Protoss, I have not sure why he got that second gas so early just yet. Let's see what he's going for here. It looks like he's building nothing but sentries. Very odd. A stalker followed by two sentries. Sickness, you are either sick in the head or sickly good because you've got something good up your sleeve here. Okay, bunker down. It's going to keep Terran pretty safe. And I see both players are obviously going for a one base. Oh, is it? I thought, is that a nuclear missile? No, it's just cloaking. So both players going for a very early tech. Here's the first go to Ghost is out now. Gonna hang out here. And looks like an SCV. Ooh, a Reaper almost died there. Caught by a Stalker. I don't know why that Stalker is not continuing to chase. Oh, yeah. Looks Sickness knows about the Reaper. Has his sentry here. No, Sickness, don't do that. Oh, yeah, okay. This Reaper should go down. There it goes. So okay, I've never seen this before. Double gas early on into mass entry into an expansion. So I thought he was going to go tech, but I was wrong. Meanwhile, one ghost is out now. A stalker is just politely patrolling the map. Marauder's out now. Looks like concussive shells being researched. Robo on the way as well. Actually, that would be good because he will be able to see the ghosts. I don't think he knows that there's a Ghost Academy. He's actually seen nothing yet, only a bunker, which usually means banshees. So that's probably why he's getting the Robo. And it looks like one ghost is gonna cloak and is probably gonna try and take out probes. Will Sickness see the ghost? No, he does not see the blip of the of the ghost, and it looks like down go the probes. This is kind of like the Terran version of Dark Templar. Ouch! So how many probe kills is this ghost gonna get so far? 3, 4, 5, and the observer is about 50% done. Meanwhile, let's look at that ghost. 10, 11, 13 probe kills. Wow. So I don't know. I think that was worth it. I mean, Sickness can chrono boost out probes now, but he has 2 bases. The problem for Terran is that he's on 1 base and he's not actually. Oh yeah, here's his command center. So he does have a follow-up. He can. Right now, Protoss can't really put any kind of pressure on, so I would recommend. Yep, Terran. There he goes. He's landing his command center. And again, since he can't put pressure on, there's really nothing Protoss can do. He has to let Terran expand. So it is now 2 versus 2. 2 base versus 2 base. It's 48 versus 42 food. One observer checking things out on the map. The army supply is about even. So I'd say things are about even. How do I get rid of that? There we go. What happened there was Terran went for a 1 base ghost tech. So that's like if let's say, and he used that to get out his expansion. You know how Protoss goes for Dark Templar like on 1 base and then uses that to get an expansion? Well, that's exactly what Terran did. So I like that move. And things are kind of evened up, but we do have High Templar, which is good. Meanwhile, what is he actually getting? Yeah, he is getting Psionic Storm. So nice choice there. And I like the choice of Psionic Storm because it's very, except that if you were to engage in this area, that's good for Colossus, but it's a very like caverny map, and Colossus I'd say are better when it's very open. Okay, here we go. I'm trying not to do like jerky movements, so using my mouse to move around. Alright, look what we have here. It looks like a starport landing on reactor. And we'll probably see double medevac here. And what actually are we going to see? Come on. So far, nothing. Terran's thinking about doing a push. But of course, Protoss should be aware of it. I mean, he has his observer here. There we go. He's moving his observer up, finding out where that army is. And let's see. Looks like we have 1 medevac coming out. Yep. There we go. Now, the question I have in this game is, well, is there going to be some kind of attack before the 3rd? Like what are these players' plans right now? You can see there's 43 probes versus 40 SCVs. So the economy for both players is about even. You can even go to the income tab and see Terran is getting a little bit more minerals because of mules. Sidestorm is done now for Terran. Looks like, sorry, for Protoss. Looks like he's staying just on gateway units. I don't see any forge. Oh, look, there's the forge. 1 forge, now getting +1 armor. And Protoss now thinking about moving out of the map. Nice scan from Terran. And ooh, Terran has just sees the amount of units and it says, I can win this battle. I'm going to go kill them. And I don't think that Protoss has revealed his High Templar yet. Nope, not yet. And here they are. And here comes the engagement. So I guess it's going to happen before the 3rd. Not a great angle for the Protoss, but great storms and great force fields there, trapping those units in. And it looks like Terran's Marauders, everything, they're all in the red. Does Protoss have enough? He needs to warp these High Templars into Archons. Ooh, great EMP. Ooh, but these ghosts are going down. Even though they cloaked, they die because of the observer. Looks like Terran should not be pushing here. He's going to lose all these units. Again, nice size storm. And Protoss now looking quite good. He is lower on food, but not clear quite who's in the lead just yet. And actually, I need to stop casting this in about 5 minutes because the NASL will I have to catch July, so, and then I'll come back in. Looks like an, wow. So, I thought Terran, that was a very nice engagement for Terran, but I didn't agree with that last push. Let's go back into the production tab. It looks like Terran is not building a third base at the moment. Meanwhile, unless it's done and I didn't see it. Let's look around for it here. No, he's not building a third base, so just staying at two base, but you can see he's getting to be mined out. Some of these mineral patches have less than 500 minerals. And Protoss getting the gold. So if Protoss can keep this gold and have it for longer, he should theoretically be in a better position than Terran. Terran is just making Medevac, Ghost, Marauder, Marine, and it looks like if I were Protoss, I would actually start building some Colossi now because you already have revealed your High Templar. Terran is making more Ghosts, and so as we can see, Terran is not making any Vikings. And Terran really, unless he just plops a perfect scan, he has no way of seeing that Colossus would come. So I think now would be a good time to tech switch. In this game, you always want to, with every push or attack, you always want to then come back with another attack where you have either some kind of upgrade or some kind of, where your army is somehow better. As we can see, Terran really has the same composition, and Protoss can cap that, like do better than that, as if he were to change up his tech strategy. So nice feedback there. Good storm. That Templar was definitely worthwhile. Not the best storm there. And it looks like Protoss going to maintain this aggressive stance at that tower, which kind of defends his third. Protoss needs to Maynard his probes here so that he can get the full benefit of those gold minerals, but he's too busy with this encounter here, and it looks like I have a feeling Terran is gonna destroy this gold base and push Protoss back on the two base, but we'll see how well these side storms go. Ooh, great side storms. I could have been wrong. Ooh, nice feedbacks too. And a lot of High Templars there, just saving the day for Protoss. A few medevacs going down. But still, ooh, I don't think Protoss quite had enough. Warping in now some Zealots with charge. I don't know, this isn't going to be quite enough. Great snipes there too, even on the High Templar. And this base is going to be going down. Now just imagine if some Colossus were out. That would be cool for Protoss. But you know what? That's okay. Okay, looks like a couple ghosts did survive that. The Nexus went down, and yes, my prophecy was right. It always feels good to predict something, and then it happened, and then you were right. You're like, yeah. So now Terran, with this push, is just he'll probably push as much as he can, and then he'll fall back and take his own gold right there. That's my guess. I don't think he's going to try and win the game here, not with these amount of units. And as we can see, he's just putting them in an offensive stance. And I have a feeling that Protoss is going to win. He's been down food most of the game, and he's down even more, down 30 food. But the game is not over just yet. Here's Terran's command center. It will be lifted off soon, hopefully. And here we go. There we go, a little bit late, but there it goes. Landing at the gold, and now it is 3 bases Terran versus 2 base Protoss, and Terran is looking to be in a great position. Protoss trying to break this little soft contain, but it is only a soft contain. And see, in these open, okay, hold that thought. Nice EMP there on the Archon. And you know when Protoss is building only Zealots that they're in trouble because they don't have the gas to build the tech units that they need. You can see he's low on High Templar, and ooh, yeah. So Terran now still looking good. And a Colossus would be good in this area, but in these smaller areas, like here and here, especially High Templar are good. I'm just saying. Love to see a Colossus. Okay, a little probe transfer there. More gateways on the way, and Yeah, Protoss really needs to get a third. I think it may have been a mistake for him to take that gold, but you know what? That was in the past. Let's put it behind us. Planetary Fortress, morphing in. And Protoss now, sick amount of zealots. Oh my god, that's 29 zealots. Holy crap. But, yeah, you don't want to run it into that army. Oh no. Some good storms could go off there. Nice storms, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think Protoss should be engaging there. Okay, now I like this move by the Protoss. Not because I think he can win, but because um, I like that he's going for broke. He's building basically a third and a fourth at the same time. If all he does is turtle, then Protoss can get back in this game. You can see actually it's 146 food and 143 food. But if we look at the unit tab, Protoss really only has 27 zealots and 6 High Templar, whereas ooh, a nuke is done. Okay, we're 22 Marauders versus 3 Ghosts and 17 Marines. I don't know, you do the math, but I think that Terran's composition is a little bit better, especially because of his medevacs. Lots of medevacs there. And again, no tech switch from Protoss. I'd love to see one of these players switch to something different. It's just going to be more of the same. I think that what's going to happen is Terran is going to mass up. You know, Terran is aware of both these expansions. So what he's going to do is he's going to push. He may do some drops. Actually, that's what he needs to do now is do some drops and try and take this out here. Like just load up 2 medevacs, take this out, and then while this army goes to defend, you know, do an attack over here. If he doesn't do something, then Protoss is actually going to catch up. So, yeah, so Terra now is actually might be falling behind a little bit. You don't want to just sit around with your Marines and Marauders. Yeah, it's definitely a bad idea to just sit around with a bunch of Marines and Marauders because they're meant to be mobile, and you have that many medevacs, you really need to be doing drops. Otherwise, you know, oh, Protoss, get those ghosts. I guess they're cloaked. Okay. Okay, here we go. Back into the game. Just checking the NASL. It hasn't started yet. You can understand that I don't want to miss July Zerg. I don't want to miss him. So, back to my point about Marines and Marauders. When you have an entirely medevac Marine Marauder army, and your opponent has just taken 2 expansions, and you're even in army supply, do not just do a frontal attack like that, unless you're like way ahead on upgrades. And so as we can see, it's only 1-1. He's not, and he's still just. I don't know why he's doing this. I mean, if he had tanks, then yeah, I can understand that because you need to secure one position. But Terran is not playing the mid/late game correctly at all. You really need to use the mobility of your Marines and Marauders, keep the Protoss running around and do harassment. And as we can see, that Terran is just not doing that. I'm a little bit disappointed in Terran. And there is a nuclear missile. I'm going to pause the game so that I don't miss it. That'll give me time to look around. And where is the nuclear missile? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that sucked. I guess that was no big deal. I don't know. I guess that just was a fail. Okay. And now we see Protoss is on 4 bases. He's got his gold up. He's got this up. And Terran only now building his 4th base. It is now even supply. Let's go to the army count. No, not disable sound. The army count is actually favoring Terran, but it's hard to see what's going on because of all those medevacs. Alright, well, it's just going to be like this for a little bit. That's okay. I'll just keep the camera here so that these two can just have it out. It's like 2 brothers who hate each other. They're like, no, let's meet in the middle and punch our faces out. Couple of good storms there. Nice feedback. And again, I think it's about even. I mean, they're just kind of trading armies all the time. And I don't have any thoughts on that. I think it's probably looking good for Protoss. Especially look at all these Archons. I mean, using EMPing the Archons is good, but really you want to use your Ghosts to EMP the High Templar instead of the Archons. So I think that Protoss is going to win. Yeah, and but you know, I didn't know. I really thought Terran had it, and I don't know. But the game's not over yet. You know, it's Terran could get this base to another mineral patch here, but no, it looks like Protoss is already taking his fifth. Terran needs to pull out some medevac magic, and I'm amazed that he hasn't used drops at all this game. I don't know who this guy is, but you know, this isn't the beta anymore. It's like you need, if you're Terran, you need to do drops all the time. I guess, especially, look, I'm a Protoss player, and the thing I hate about Protoss is when you get dropped. Woo! Beautiful EMP there. That's what he needs to be doing. Yeah! Woo! That was beautiful if you saw that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so sexy. Anyway, but the thing is as Protoss, I hate it when Terran drops me because my Zealots, my Sentries, everything, even my High Templar are so slow. What you really need to do is put, as Protoss, is put High Templar in every single base. And look, I see a Robo Bay now, so it looks like we're going to have 2 Robos. Colossi, very nice choice. Finally happening. I think that he's going to use this to quote-unquote seal the deal. Let's go back to the production tab. Looks like 3-3 coming now for Terran. Meanwhile, 2-3 or 2-2 only for... No, it's going to be 2-3 now for Protoss. So Protoss went for the armor upgrade, and that may have been something that kept him alive in this game. Looks like we don't have any Colossus out just yet. So Protoss is just going to try and... Ooh, nice feedbacks. So anyway, Protoss is just going to try and hold this position until the Colossi come out. Then he's going to... Ooh, gosh, those feedbacks. Try and seal the deal. Let's look at how many gateways Protoss has. And then compare that to how many barracks there are. Maybe Protoss's macro is better in this game. So it looks like we have 12 gateways. And meanwhile, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's look at how many. Okay. That may have something to do with it. Oh, wait. 12 gateways versus less than 12 barracks. I think that Protoss is actually just macroing better, too, because he has 12 gateways. And that's more than 9 barracks. And I know that there are reactors on some of these, but that might have something to do with it. But he's also actually building out a starport, so. Okay, these probes need to get back to work. They are not doing anything. And, you know, it's okay. You're playing really fast. You make mistakes like that. And I don't think that Protoss has revealed the Colossi just yet. This base is now heading up for Terran. And I don't know why that command center is there, not here. Maybe he was going to make this into a planetary fortress. I can't actually really tell you, dude. Cannot tell you. And I don't know why these probes aren't getting back to work. I wish I could, like, type to him, hey, get back to work, probes. But he can't hear me. Wow, that's a lot of ghosts. Crazy amount of ghosts. But once the Colossi come out, ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So here we go. This might be the final battle before GG. Can't tell what's going on, but there are 2 Colossi slicing up ghosts in the center. Amazing storms. I love how Protoss is using Force Field and then Storm to contain the Terran army. And it's 148 versus 86 food. This could be it. Protoss could now end the game here. This is going to be it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Protoss. You can do it. You can do it. Don't retreat. Push forward. Win the game. That's all he has. No, that's all he has. It looks like he's just doing something. Building crazy amounts of zealots, I guess. No, push forward, Protoss. End the game. End the game now. End the game! Oh, come on. End the game now before all the Vikings come out. Please. Please end the game. Ooh, come on. You have 4 Colossi. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of units. We're getting warped in. Here we go. He was just waiting for more Colossus, I guess. The only thing that he has to shoot up, though, are the Archons and the Sentries. So, here we go. Let's keep an eye on the health of these Colossus. There are 4 of them. Let's just keep them in my little thing down here. And it looks like one of them is in the yellow. The first one is going down. Planetary Fortress is down. Nice storms. Looks like the third one is in the yellow. But I don't think there's an army left for Terran, and this should be GG. Terran now floating a command center there. And Terran, I guess Terran didn't know that this was here. And then, oh, no GG. Just leaving the game. So, anyway. That was kind of fun to cast. Both players, I think, played well. I think Terran made the biggest mistakes that lost him the game. Like, he just, he had the lead and then just allowed Protoss to just macro up a bigger army. I mean, look at how many gateways this is. Just crazy amounts of gateways. And that's my guess. And also not using the mobility of those Marine Marauders. And, it was a fun game. Thanks for hanging out with me, listening to this cast. Check out my channel for my Protoss diaries. Every time I play Starcraft 2 these days, I like to make a Protoss diaries. Just keep track of what I'm doing and talking about my games and if I'm having fun or if I'm frustrated. And that's it for me. I'm Galaxy Starcraft. Gonna be signing out. And cheers.